Hi, this is Corey McCarthy, and welcome to a new episode of Fit, Formidable, and Fantastic. That's right, go F yourself, and happy Meatless Monday. Hope you've all had a good weekend, and this episode's going to be a bit of a rant, so if you don't like my usual rant episodes that I've done in the past, that kind of setup, or you just don't want to hear my opinion on something, you don't care or whatever, then flip this episode off. It's not for you. But if you are interested in listening to this, maybe it will spawn some dialogue and we can get a conversation going, or maybe you just agree and you have nothing really to add to it. Or maybe you want to disagree and argue with it, fine. Then keep watching and let's see what you think. This episode is going to be about, as the title implies, vegans that cheat. And you can apply it to anything, but since this is a Meatless Monday, I'm applying it to something that I have seen, sadly enough, and I think it's repulsive, and I think it lacks integrity. And that is vegans who cheat on the diet yet call themselves vegans. For instance, people who are vegan yet they maybe consume cheese in secret and just don't tell anybody about it, but they go around parading as a vegan. Or people who are vegan, but if they accidentally consume, or for instance, let's say a meal comes in a restaurant and it contains dairy, but they keep on eating it because they don't want to offend maybe the omnivore company they're with. I've actually seen an example of this. Somebody who will eat a lacto-ovo or even omnivore meal, simply not to look like they're too militant, by asking to have their plate returned and have a properly vegan-made dish brought to them. But I've seen that as well, and that's not, you're not vegan if you do that. Veganism is beyond just a diet. It's a lifestyle. It's a philosophy. It's a moralistic and ethical way of living. It goes beyond just the plant-based diet. So you are basically trespassing on those morals. You're breaking those morals and ethics. By cheating, as some people have called it. I've even heard a catchphrase called "cheaganism" going around on the diet. Frankly, the thing is, who gives a fuck what your dinner mates or your lunch mates think of the fact that you don't want to consume those kinds of things? And when you find out that you have that accidentally even in your meal, you are offended, you are upset, and you wish to return the food and get a different dish made for you to the specifics. Now, I would argue and say that whenever you go to a restaurant, accidents can happen, so make sure you're clear to the server that maybe even put it out there as like a situation of allergy or something, that you don't want dairy, fish, meat, poultry, whatever. You emphasize that because some people literally don't think poultry and fish constitutes as meat. So maybe you should emphasize meat, poultry, and fish, even though that seems like it's redundant. But emphasize that, as well as dairy and eggs, honey. Emphasize these things that you can't have them in the meal. If you wanna put that out there as a like I said, as an allergy to make it so that they're more serious about it, whatever you think will work. But the point is that who cares if you offend the people you're eating with? If they're that easily offended and they're going to hold it against you, then they're really not your friends to begin with. And if they're that easily offended, that's their fucking problem, not yours. So do it right. Don't do anything half-assed. No one's putting a gun to your head and saying be vegan. If you want to be vegan, then do it right. That's what I'm saying. Anything you do it right. To do something and then fudge with it, cheat on it, whatever it may be, that just lacks integrity. That really shows a lack of integrity, and I have a serious disrespect for people who lack integrity. I see a lack of integrity as a weakness. I really do. And I don't care if that pisses some people off or that makes me seem like a jerk for saying that, but I think people who lack integrity are weak. I really do. And I have no respect for that at all. So, this cheating veganism crap, look, you either are a vegan or you aren't. And by vegan, you're not using animal products. So, you either are or you aren't. Don't parade as something that you aren't simply to fit some kind of a movement for whatever reasons you may have for wanting to fit a certain movement. Now, it's different if you're hanging out with vegans and you're interested in becoming vegan, but you're openly admitting that you're still consuming eggs or dairy, and you're trying to get out of that. You're trying to move into veganism. You know, some people transition at a different rate than others. That's fine, because you're not masquerading as something that you aren't. You're not lying, in other words. And we all have to start somewhere, and not everyone's path is the same. Not everyone's going to have the same transitional speed as the next person. And I understand that. But I'm talking about people here who are claiming to be vegans and cheating. And some people are doing it intentionally. That's just... Anyway, that was all I really have to say in this video. That just pissed me off when I've read that. I've actually seen it in my own group. Somebody put a post up just the other day in my Facebook group that I moderate, asking if anybody here cheats on the vegan diet every now and then or knows somebody who does. I mean, that just... Really? Really? Anyway, if you have anything you want to add to this, you want to like debate about this, you want to reiterate, whatever you want to just discuss, please drop it in the comments below as usual. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Friday for a regularly scheduled episode. Until then, stay fit, stay formidable, and stay fantastic. I'll see you around.